What if I told you that you have the power to restart a human heart? It sounds like something from a superhero movie, but it's a very real possibility for every single one of us. Today, we're going to talk about a medical emergency where every second is the difference between life and death, cardiac arrest. And more importantly, we'll talk about how yes, you can become the hero in that story. First, let's be crystal clear about what cardiac arrest is. It's not a heart attack, although a heart attack can lead to one. A heart attack is a plumbing problem, a blockage in an artery. Cardiac arrest is an electrical problem. It's when the heart's electrical system goes haywire and the heart abruptly stops beating altogether. The body's central engine just shuts down, instantly. Imagine it. One moment, a person is standing, talking, living. The next, they collapse. Their pulse vanishes. They stop breathing. Their mind, starved of oxygen, slips into unconsciousness. This isn't a slow fade. It's a sudden, terrifying silence. And from that moment, the clock starts ticking. For every minute that passes without help, the chance of survival drops by about 10%. Within just a few minutes, irreversible brain damage begins. Without intervention, death is almost certain. But here's the crucial part, the message I really want you to hear. Cardiac arrest is often reversible if someone acts fast. The problem is, most of us don't know what to do. We freeze. We hesitate. We're afraid of making things worse. But today, we're going to replace that fear with knowledge and confidence. So what causes this electrical storm in the heart? Most often, it's a condition called ventricular fibrillation. Think of it as total chaos. The heart's chambers just quiver uselessly instead of pumping blood. This can be triggered by long-standing heart disease, the aftermath of a heart attack, or even hidden genetic conditions that a person might not even know they have. But it's not always an internal issue. External events can also stop a heart. A sudden, hard blow to the chest, a near drowning, an electric shock, suffocation, or a drug overdose can all trigger a cardiac arrest. This is why it's so critical to understand that cardiac arrest doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time, young or old, fit or not. It could be a stranger on the street, a coworker in the office, or even a loved one right in your own home. And that's where you come in. The vast majority of cardiac arrests don't happen in a hospital. They happen out in the world, witnessed by ordinary people like us. You are the first line of defense. Your actions in those first few minutes are more critical than anything a doctor can do 10 minutes later. So what are those actions? It's a simple chain of survival, and the first link is recognition. This is so important. If you see someone suddenly collapse, and they are not responsive when you shake them and shout, and they are not breathing normally, maybe they're gasping or not breathing at all, you must assume it's cardiac arrest. Don't waste precious seconds wondering if they've just fainted or are deeply asleep. This is not a time for hesitation. It's a time for action. The second link is to call for help immediately. Call your local emergency number 911 in the US, 112 in Europe, 000 in Australia, whatever it is where you are. Be clear. Tell the dispatcher, someone has collapsed, they are not responsive, and they are not breathing. They will guide you. Put your phone on speaker so your hands are free. The third and most vital link is to start CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. You are going to become their heart. Place the heel of one hand in the center of their chest, right on the breastbone. Place your other hand on top and interlock your fingers. With straight arms, push hard and fast. You need to push down about 2 inches or 5 centimeters at a rate of 100 to 120 beats per minute. A great way to keep pace is to think of the song Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees. It's not just a catchy tune. Its tempo is perfect for chest compressions. Don't be afraid of pushing too hard. A broken rib is better than a lost life. Your goal is to manually pump blood to the brain and other vital organs, keeping them alive until more advanced help arrives. Keep going until paramedics take over or the person starts to respond. Yes, it's physically demanding. If someone else is there, take turns every 2 minutes. But don't stop. Now, let's talk about the fourth link, a game-changing piece of technology, the AED, or Automated External Defibrillator. You've probably seen these boxes on the walls of airports, malls, gyms, and offices. An AED is a device that can deliver an electric shock to reset the heart's chaotic rhythm. And here's the best part, you don't need any medical training to use one. As soon as an AED is available, open it up and turn it on. The machine will talk to you. It gives clear, calm, step-by-step voice instructions. It will tell you exactly where to place the sticky pads on the person's bare chest. The pads have pictures on them to show you. Once the pads are on, the AED analyzes the heart's rhythm automatically. It will decide if a shock is needed. It will not let you shock someone who doesn't need it. If a shock is required, the machine will tell you to stand clear and press the flashing shock button. That brief, powerful jolt can be the very thing that pulls the heart out of chaos and back into a normal rhythm. Using an AED alongside CPR can increase the chance of survival dramatically, sometimes to over 70%. So if you call for help, send someone else to find the nearest AED while you start CPR. Recognition, calling for help, CPR, and defibrillation. That is the chain of survival. These are skills that everyone can and should learn. The biggest tragedy of cardiac arrest isn't just that it happens, but that so many of us stand by, feeling helpless, because we were never taught what to do. We underestimate our own ability to make a difference. But even imperfect CPR is infinitely better than no CPR at all. So I'm asking you today, please take that next step. Look up a local CPR and AED certification class. The American Heart Association, the Red Cross, and many other organizations offer them. It only takes a few hours, but the knowledge you gain will last a lifetime. Share what you've learned today with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. Advocate for having AEDs in your workplace, your school, and your community center. By spreading this awareness, we build communities that are resilient, prepared, and ready to protect each other. You may never need to use these skills, but if that day ever comes, if you are the one standing there when someone's life hangs in the balance, this knowledge will rise up inside you. Fear will be replaced by purpose. Your hands, your actions, your courage will become the bridge between one breath and the next. You will have the power to give someone a second chance at life. Thank you so much for watching and for taking this journey with me. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more content that can empower you to make a real difference. Stay safe and be prepared. You never know when you might be the one to save a life.